September 13. They can't talk, but you will see.
Thank
I'm
you.
always motivated, and come September 13, like I said before, I'm gonna make everybody cry when they go home.
What's going on YouTube? Witty P dropping in one time and boxing off. We got some great fights coming up. And like I said in part one, with Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, we're taking that closer look, and each week I'll be giving a key detail that I feel each fighter will use in this big fight coming in September. We got some big fights coming up though. You'll have a breakdown coming from Shakur Stevenson, Williams Zepeda. You got Sabril Matias coming up. Oh man, Devin Haney, Brian Norman Jr. been announced. So we got some fights coming up. Some breakdown predictions. I'm Tim Tszyu, Sebastian Fundora. So like I say, I'm boxing. I love it. Usyk, Dubois. I got a lot of breakdowns coming, a lot of predictions coming. But closer look, part two. Terence Crawford, Canelo Alvarez. Check out part one. I'll leave it in the description. Yes, leave it in the description. And I say in part one, I look for Canelo Alvarez to, be lighter on his feet. He's been kind of in mud, his past few fights. Look for him to be lighter on his feet. Look for him to hit that jump rope in training camp a lot. Be lighter on his feet so he can, really cut off that ring, and he may have to go, go catch Bud at some point, and I look for Bud to use that jab. He has longer arms, he has the reach advantage, so look for Bud to use that jab, so I previewed that in part one. And part two, we take a closer look, and I'll start with Canelo Alvarez. In this fight, Canelo Alvarez, he won't play with his food. And what do I mean by that? He won't waste any punches. And he's going to keep all his punches tight. See, Canelo Alvarez, every now and then, he'll try that looping hook where he'll lean in. He's not going to do that. He's going to keep everything tight. Look for this fight, for Canelo Alvarez to keep all his punches tight. He's not going to waste any punches because he know Terence Crawford is looking for that counter. Is looking for counters, especially on the inside. Terence Crawford will hit you with counters that you don't see. So look for Canelo Alvarez to keep all his punches tight. Everything's gonna be tight. You won't see too many lunging. Him lunging in, or too much reaching for Canelo Alvarez. He's gonna keep everything tight. He's not gonna play with his food. He won't waste any punches. He won't. So look for Canelo Alvarez to keep all his punches tight. Everything tight, everything close. Not too much lunging in. Because he know Bud has the slight reach advantage and he's looking to counter. So I look for Canelo Alvarez to keep all his punches tight, keep everything, compact, and he's not going to waste any punches. He's not going to play with his food. So that's what I look for in Canelo Alvarez, as we, take a closer look each week. And for Terence Crawford, in this fight, look for Terence Crawford to use the in and out technique. It's almost like a catch and shoot, where Canelo, like I say, he may lunge in a few times, with those looping hooks. So look for Terence Crawford to do that, almost like the Matrix, where he get out of dodge and come back with straight rights or uppercuts or hooks. Look for Bud Crawford to definitely use that technique and that athleticism in the fight, where it's not like a catch with your guard. He's more so catching, where he let Canelo catch air, and then he coming with counters, with a counter hook, counter uppercut, straight right, straight left. Look for Bud to use the out and in technique. He's gonna be out. He's gonna use his athleticism. Then he gonna come back in with straight rights, uppercuts, hooks. Use his athleticism. Because Terence Crawford is gonna try to more so win this fight by being the counter puncher. Like when Canelo make mistakes, he counter him and then throw combinations in between that. Because I can't see him being the lead dog and walking down Canelo, or just simply fighting him in the center of the ring, you know, it's going to have to be a combination of a lot of different things, you know. So look for Bud in this fight to use the out in technique. You know, it's really like a catch and shoot. They really call it the catch and shoot. Like he may catch it, boom, and come back in. He may catch it with his glove, boom, out in. You know, I'm looking for Bud to use the catch and shoot technique a lot in this fight. Yes. So like I said, each week I'll be, you know, giving a closer look. This is part 2. I look for Canelo Alvarez to keep all his punches tight, keep everything compact. No, you're not gonna play with his food. I look for Bud to use the catch and shoot technique out and in, you know, counters, you know, straight rights, uppercuts, you know, hooks, you know, whatever there, whatever punches there for Bud. But yes, closer look part 2. I'll leave part 1 in the description. But I'm looking forward to it. Like I say, got some big fights coming up. You know, I got some big fights coming up, and I'm gonna be coming with the breakdown of the predictions. So lock in, you know, talk some boxing. You know, comment, like, subscribe. That's where you can help me share the video. But entertain, hit that cash app, baby. This is what I do. Knocking them out.